The United States government has downplayed recent tensions between the U.S. and South Africa over the duty-free AGOA trade pact. Speaking in Johannesburg last night, two leading U.S. trade representatives said the two countries enjoy strong trade and investment ties. They said the Americans wish to take trade relations even further.
High-ranking U.S. government officials who've been intimately involved in the tough negotiations between South Africa and the U.S. over AGOA. They reiterated that U.S. chicken is safe for South Africans to eat.
We export those meats to 160 countries around the world. They're safe. It's the same product that I feed my 3 children.
They also dispelled talk that relations between the two countries are strained over South Africa's close ties with China and the BRICS countries in recent years.
In terms of the China piece and the BRICS, we don't feel that we have a tense relationship with South Africa, and we welcome the fact that South Africa and other sub-Saharan African countries have a range of relationships, whether it's with other developing countries or specifically with China. We believe that the United States has a value proposition in terms of what we bring to the table in our relationships with sub-Saharan African countries.
But the Americans aren't happy with some pieces of legislation being mooted by the South African government, that is, the expropriation bill and the private security industry bill in particular. They are not ruling out using AGOA to pressure the South African government into not passing the proposed legislation.
We're waiting to see what kinds of responses we'll get to the concerns that we have. I don't think there is a sense that we want to rush immediately to AGOA, but again, I would remind you that if there are going to be new barriers to U.S. trade and investment, that we have an annual AGOA eligibility review that we do every year. We've been doing it every year since 2000 when AGOA was put in place. And in that review every year, we look at what the issues are with each and every sub-Saharan African country. And we don't rush to make any decisions about eligibility or ineligibility, but we do make very clear that here are the concerns that we have that came up in the context of the AGOA review, the annual review.
The Americans say they'd like to negotiate a free trade agreement with South Africa to kick in after AGOA expires in 10 years' time. It's not yet known if South Africa is interested in a free trade agreement with America or not. SABC News, Johannesburg.